Opportunities are not rare, they are everywhere. The rare thing is readiness. People often say, I just get one good chance. My life will change. But here's the truth. Life doesn't reward chance, it rewards preparation. Opportunity will pass by 100 people before it stops for the one who is ready. Preparation is the invisible bridge between where you are today and where you want to be tomorrow. It is the quiet, disciplined work that shapes your future long before any opportunity appears on the horizon. Most people wait for the perfect moment, believing success will arrive like a sudden miracle. But life rarely works that way. Opportunity is not attracted by hope or wishful thinking. It is drawn toward readiness. The person who prepares consistently turns ordinary days into extraordinary outcomes. Preparation begins in the mind. Long before results show up in reality, they are formed in thought, belief, and intention. A prepared mind is curious, focused, and committed to growth. It seeks knowledge not as a chore but as an investment. Reading, learning, listening, observing. These are not small activities. They are deposits into your future. The mind that is trained daily becomes a powerful tool, capable of recognizing opportunities others fail to see. Without preparation of thought, even the greatest chances appear invisible. But preparation is not just about collecting information, it is about shaping habits. Habits are the quiet architects of destiny. What you do repeatedly, especially when motivation is low, determines who you become. A prepared person builds habits that support progress, waking up with purpose, managing time intentionally, practicing skills regularly, and reflecting often. These habits may seem ordinary, even boring, but they compound into extraordinary advantage. Over time, discipline becomes identity, and identity becomes destiny. Preparation also requires patience. Growth rarely happens overnight. Skills take time to develop. Wisdom takes experience. Strength takes repetition. In a world obsessed with speed, preparation teaches the value of consistency. It reminds you that every small effort matters, even when results are not immediately visible. Like planting seeds beneath the soil, preparation works silently at first. But when the season changes, the harvest reveals who truly invested in the process. One of the greatest benefits of preparation is confidence. Confidence does not come from loud declarations or external validation. It comes from inner certainty built through effort. When you have prepared, you walk into opportunities with calm assurance. You don't fear challenges because you've practiced overcoming them. You don't hesitate because you've rehearsed success in advance. Preparation removes guesswork and replaces it with readiness. It transforms anxiety into clarity and doubt into direction. Preparation also shapes character. Skills may open doors, but character keeps them open. Integrity, responsibility, humility, and resilience are developed long before they are tested. A prepared person understands that who they become matters as much as what they achieve. Character ensures that when opportunity arrives, it doesn't overwhelm or corrupt, but elevates and expands purpose. True preparation builds both competence and conscience. Many people misunderstand opportunity, thinking it appears only as dramatic breakthroughs or life-changing events. In reality, opportunity often arrives disguised as responsibility, challenge, or inconvenience. Prepared person recognizes these moments as stepping stones rather than burdens. Where others see pressure, the prepared see possibility. Where others retreat, the prepared rise. Readiness sharpens perception, allowing you to recognize the doorway hidden inside difficulty. Preparation is not about perfection, it is about progress. You don't need flawless skills to begin, only willingness. Each day offers a chance to refine, improve, and strengthen. A single hour of focused effort repeated consistently can reshape a lifetime. The journey of preparation is not glamorous, but it is powerful. It builds momentum quietly until one day the world calls it overnight success. Ultimately, preparation is an act of respect for your potential, your future, and your purpose. It is a declaration that you refuse to leave your destiny to chance. When opportunity finally appears, it will not ask how long you waited or how much you wished. It will only ask if you are ready. And if you have prepared, you won't scramble or hesitate. You will step forward with certainty, knowing the moment you worked for has finally arrived. Preparation is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. Yet most people underestimate how much inner work it truly requires. They focus on external tools, better resources, better timing, better connections, while ignoring the internal foundation that determines whether those tools will ever be used well. Real preparation begins inside, long before it shows up on the outside. One of the first signs of preparation is discipline. Discipline is not punishment, it is self-respect in action. It's the decision to do what is necessary even when it's inconvenient. The prepared individual doesn't wait for perfect conditions or strong emotions. They understand that emotions are unreliable and conditions are rarely ideal. Progress belongs to those who can act consistently regardless of how they feel. Another essential part of preparation is learning to delay gratification. Opportunity often rewards those who are willing to sacrifice comfort today for capability tomorrow. While others chase quick results, the prepared person is willing to play the long game. They invest time, energy, and focus into things that may not pay off immediately, but will pay off permanently. This mindset separates those who merely wish for success from those who are building it. Preparation also requires humility. You cannot prepare if you believe you already know enough. The moment you stop learning, you stop growing. The prepared person listens more than they speak, observes more than they judge, and studies more than they assume. They are willing to admit gaps in their knowledge because they understand that awareness is the first step toward improvement. There is also an emotional side to preparation that many people ignore. Opportunity often comes with pressure, uncertainty, and responsibility. Without emotional preparation, even a good opportunity can feel overwhelming. That's why resilience is part of readiness. The prepared person has learned how to handle setbacks without losing direction. They don't fall apart when plans change or when results are slow. They adapt, adjust, and continue. Another powerful element of preparation is standards. Prepared people live by higher personal standards than what is required of them. They don't aim to do the minimum, they aim to do their best. They arrive early, stay focused, and follow through. These standards become habits, and habits become identity. Over time, people begin to trust them, rely on them, and offer them opportunities because reliability is rare and valuable. Preparation also sharpens awareness. When you are prepared, you recognize opportunity when it appears. Many chances are missed not because they are absent, but because people fail to see them. A prepared mind is alert. It connects ideas, notices patterns, and senses timing. While others overlook possibilities, the prepared individual sees doors where others see walls. There is a quiet confidence that comes from preparation. It doesn't need validation, and it doesn't announce itself. It shows up in calm decision making and steady performance. When the moment arrives, the prepared person doesn't rush or freeze. They respond. And response is always more powerful than reaction. Most importantly, preparation changes your identity. You stop seeing yourself as someone waiting for a break and start seeing yourself as someone becoming capable. That shift is life-changing. You no longer feel at the mercy of circumstances. You feel responsible for your progress, and responsibility is empowering. Opportunities don't ask who has the most desire. They ask who has done the work. They don't respond to potential alone. They respond to preparation proven over time. When you prepare your skills, your mindset, your habits, and your character, opportunity doesn't feel like luck. It feels like alignment. So while others wait, you prepare. While others hope, you build. Because when opportunity finally arrives, and it always does for those who stay committed, it will not overwhelm you. It will recognize you. Preparation is often misunderstood as a phase, something you do temporarily until life improves. In reality, preparation is a way of living. It is the daily choice to become stronger, wiser, and more capable than yesterday. People who win in the long run are not the ones who prepared once, but the ones who never stop preparing. One of the most powerful truths about preparation is that it creates momentum. When you consistently prepare, you reduce hesitation. You begin to move with clarity instead of confusion. Decisions become easier because your values are clear and your skills are sharp. Momentum is built not from dramatic breakthroughs, but from steady progress that compounds quietly over time. Preparation also changes how you handle fear. Fear doesn't disappear when opportunity arrives, it appears alongside it. The difference is how you respond. The unprepared person allows fear to stop them. The prepared person acknowledges fear but moves forward anyway. Preparation doesn't eliminate fear, it replaces panic with purpose. You trust yourself because you've already faced discomfort in practice. Another important aspect of preparation is the willingness to do unseen work. Most preparation happens in isolation. There is no audience for early mornings, late nights, or repeated failures. But unseen work builds visible strength. When the moment comes, people see the performance, not the practice. They call it talent, but you know it's preparation. Preparation also teaches patience. Growth takes time, and impatience often leads people to quit too soon. The prepared individual understands that results are seasonal. There is a time to plant, a time to nurture, and a time to harvest. If you dig up the seeds too early to check on them, nothing grows. Preparation requires faith in the process. Another overlooked part of preparation is self-awareness. You cannot prepare effectively if you don't know yourself. You must understand your strengths so you can sharpen them, and your weaknesses so you can manage or improve them. Self-awareness allows you to prepare intelligently instead of randomly. It turns effort into progress. Preparation also improves your response to failure. Failure is not a sign that preparation is useless. It is part of preparation. Each mistake reveals what needs to be refined. The prepared person does not take failure personally. They take it seriously. They study it, learn from it, and return stronger. This attitude transforms setbacks into stepping stones. There is also a moral dimension to preparation. When you prepare, you become someone others can depend on. Your word carries weight. Your actions align with your intentions. Integrity becomes part of your readiness. Opportunity often comes through trust, and trust is built long before it is tested. Prepared people don't rush success, and they don't resent others who achieve it sooner. They understand that everyone's timeline is different. Comparison weakens preparation because it shifts focus away from personal growth. The prepared person competes only with who they were yesterday. That focus keeps them grounded and progressing. Another powerful effect of preparation is adaptability. Life rarely unfolds exactly as planned. Prepared individuals are flexible because they are skilled, informed, and mentally ready. When plans change, they don't collapse. They pivot. Preparation gives you options, and options give you control. As preparation becomes part of your identity, opportunity stops feeling like a distant dream. It feels inevitable. Not because life owes you anything, but because you have positioned yourself to receive what life offers. You are no longer waiting to be chosen. You are becoming choice-worthy. In the end, preparation is an act of faith in your future. It is the belief that tomorrow is worth working for today. And when opportunity finally arrives, it will not catch you off guard. It will feel like a natural continuation of the work you have been doing all along. Preparation is the quiet agreement you make with yourself that you will not waste your potential. It is the decision to show up for your own future long before that future shows up for you. Many people underestimate how deeply preparation shapes destiny because they only measure progress by visible results. But preparation works beneath the surface, forming the kind of person who can sustain success when it finally arrives. One of the greatest benefits of preparation is that it raises your expectations of yourself. You stop accepting average performance, average thinking, and average habits. Not because someone demands more from you, but because you demand more from yourself. Prepared people are internally driven. They don't need pressure. They operate on purpose. That internal standard becomes a powerful force in shaping outcomes. Preparation also sharpens decision-making. When you are unprepared, decisions feel heavy and confusing. You hesitate, second-guess, and overthink. But when you've prepared through learning experience and reflection, you trust your judgment. You don't rush decisions, but you don't avoid them either. You understand that clarity is earned through preparation, not granted by circumstances. Another overlooked truth is that preparation builds stability. Success without preparation is fragile. It can disappear as quickly as it appears. Prepared individuals, however, can handle growth because they have built the structure to support it. Their habits, routines, and mindset provide balance. They are not overwhelmed by progress, they are strengthened by it. Preparation also teaches responsibility. When you prepare consistently, you stop expecting life to be fair and start expecting yourself to be better. You understand that results are connected to choices, and choices are connected to habits. This awareness removes the victim mindset and replaces it with ownership. Ownership is empowering because it puts control back in your hands. Another powerful element of preparation is consistency. Anyone can be motivated for a short time. Prepared people are consistent over a long time. They don't rely on intensity, they rely on routine. Small actions repeated daily become massive results over the years. Consistency turns preparation into a lifestyle rather than a temporary effort. Preparation also affects how you communicate. When you've done the work, your words carry confidence and clarity. You don't exaggerate or overpromise. You speak from understanding, not opinion. This builds credibility, and credibility attracts opportunity. People trust those who are prepared because they sense reliability beneath the words. There is also a deeper emotional strength that comes from preparation. Life will test you. Pressure will come. Expectations will rise. Without preparation, these forces feel crushing. With preparation, they feel manageable. You are not easily shaken because you have practiced endurance in smaller ways. You have faced difficulty before, and you survived it. That memory becomes strength. Prepared individuals also understand the importance of timing. They don't force opportunities before they are ready to handle them. They are patient without being passive. They continue to grow even when nothing seems to be happening. They trust that preparation is never wasted and that the right opportunity arrives when capability meets timing. Another critical part of preparation is character. Skill can open doors, but character keeps them open. Prepared people know that who you are matters as much as what you can do. They develop honesty, discipline, and reliability because they know opportunity often comes through relationships. Strong character ensures that success does not cost integrity. As preparation becomes part of who you are, life begins to respond differently to you. People notice your work ethic, your consistency, your calm under pressure. Opportunities don't always announce themselves loudly. Sometimes they come quietly, in the form of increased responsibility or trust. Prepared individuals recognize these moments and step forward confidently. In the end, preparation is an investment that always pays dividends. It pays in confidence, in competence, and in character. When opportunity finally arrives, it will not feel like luck. It will feel deserved. Because long before the moment appeared, you decided to be ready. Preparation is ultimately an act of respect for time, for opportunity, and for your own potential. When you prepare, you are acknowledging that your future matters enough to work for it today. Most people wait for evidence before they commit. Prepared people commit before there is evidence. They understand that the proof comes after the process, not before it. One of the final lessons preparation teaches is responsibility for results. When you prepare consistently, you stop being surprised by outcomes. Success no longer feels accidental, and failure no longer feels mysterious. You begin to see clear connections between effort and reward, neglect and consequence. This clarity is powerful because it removes confusion and replaces it with direction. Preparation also develops endurance. Real opportunities rarely arrive alone. They bring pressure, expectations, and responsibility. Without endurance, even a good opportunity can become a burden. Prepared individuals have trained themselves to last. They don't burn out quickly because they've built mental, emotional, and practical stamina over time. They can stay steady when others become overwhelmed. Another essential part of preparation is learning how to manage time. Time is the one resource everyone has equally, yet it produces vastly different results. Prepared people use time intentionally. They prioritize growth over distraction and progress over comfort. They understand that how you spend your days is how you shape your future. Preparation turns ordinary days into strategic investments. Preparation also teaches discernment. Not every opportunity is worth taking. When you are unprepared, you grab at anything that looks promising. When you are prepared, you can choose wisely. You understand your values, your goals, and your limits. This allows you to say no to distractions and yes to opportunities that align with your long-term vision. There is a quiet courage that comes from preparation. It's not loud or aggressive, but it's steady. You are willing to step forward when the moment calls because you trust what you've built. Courage without preparation is reckless. Preparation without courage is wasted. Together, they create progress. Prepared people also develop gratitude for the process. They stop resenting the time it takes to grow. They understand that the journey is shaping them in ways success alone never could. The discipline, the patience, and the persistence required to prepare become sources of pride. You know that no one can take away what you've earned through effort. Preparation also refines vision. As you grow, your goals become clearer. You stop chasing everything and start focusing on what truly matters. Preparation eliminates clutter, mentally and practically. It helps you align daily actions with long-term purpose. That alignment creates peace even before results appear. One of the most important outcomes of preparation is self-trust. When you consistently do what you said you would do, you build credibility with yourself. That self-trust becomes the foundation of confidence. You no longer need external validation because you know your capabilities are real. You've tested them. You've proven them through repetition. Prepared individuals also understand that opportunity often comes disguised as challenge. The prepared person doesn't ask, "Why is this hard?" They ask, "What is this teaching me?" That mindset turns obstacles into training grounds. Every difficulty becomes another layer of readiness for what comes next. In the end, preparation is not about controlling the future. It's about controlling yourself. It's about becoming the kind of person who can handle success with wisdom and failure with grace. When opportunity finally appears, it will not feel like a surprise or a miracle. It will feel like a meeting between the moment and the person you've been becoming all along, because opportunities do not reward intention. They reward preparation. So start preparing today. Prepare your mind with learning. Prepare your habits with discipline. Prepare your character with integrity. The future doesn't belong to the lucky. It belongs to the prepared. And when opportunity finally arrives, don't be surprised. Just smile and say, "I've been getting ready for you."